intended to get on sooner, but this thing decided to put a fight with me here. As all lovely HP products, I got my own beef with them. Um, Funny enough, on my job, I had one customer who like he casually told me that he was a streamer and that I decided to ask for some advice from him, and he said, "Do not use Streamlabs." Ironically, that's what I've been using this whole time, but he said it was mostly due to him having so many audio issues he would keep running into. I believe I understand what he meant now, as like what it did just now and what it has done in the past is like the settings for how you manage all the audio equipment and stuff like most really in my case just it taking audio from my console and TV and the audio from my microphone, and sometimes it will just change the settings so that it doesn't actually end up taking anything. So like I always check before I go live if it like my mic is picking up on me, if the console audio is picking up, and it's almost always a different reason. One time it was just from a Microsoft update and it changed how the microphones were listed, and I had to go into settings and change something, and I only figured this out after going through like 20 videos on how audio equipment works on this thing. And the only one video that actually had the solution to the problem was like a video posted by like an 11-year-old like 3 years ago. It's lovely how this thing works. At the end of the day, if it works, it works, and I'll stick with it. But something to know if anyone who stumbles across this ends up like wanting to get into it themselves, just be aware of that. Check your equipment and all. Plan for this time here is we're gonna back away from Yellow Loong as upon reflection, maybe I'm simply just not at that level yet. Maybe I am aiming too high. I'm flying too close to the sun. Maybe. Maybe I suck, but we're gonna go and take a look at the rest of what we've got here in chapter 4. I realize I may have almost missed the Venom Taoist, who is the guy you need to fight to um, you know, make your way into the secret area for this chapter and all, so I want to play it safe. Make sure I haven't missed him yet. I may not have gotten to that point yet. One of these save points is like, what, something of collapsed jade. I can go deal with him. I want to do that first. Here you go, pool of shattered jade. So I might not have gone there yet. I just want to be sure. There we go. Video starting right from the beginning of the chapter then. Let's go in here. Yeah, it's from the beginning of the chapter then here. Catch up with the. Not here for you. Oh, right, that way. Hey, you. I'm going the other way.
Just in time, you'll serve for my practice.
Ah. Okay. Let me deal with everybody here first. I might as well get this guy. Okay. Maybe. Okay, in the wrong way. Oh, dude, this is gonna be the boring part of the stream here. No, the whole thing isn't the boring part. Here we go. Plus a fuck ton of these things. You want it? Oh shit! I just realized I didn't shrink myself. Forgive me for overexposing you to my. Luckily, I think I understand now. I'm just going ahead here. No idea what that is. Get down there? I really like this chapter in particular. I just like the cave system. I don't know. I feel like if you wanted to like a big lit one, it'd be a cool thing to explore. Not like totally something underground. Spelunking sounds like the stuff of nightmares, and I wouldn't fucking dare. Can't tell if that guy's hung or if he's just waiting. He's probably waiting. Yep, he's waiting. Fuck, fuck. Oh shit. At least let me get to the boss before I engage in the humiliation. Why? Is there another one of you? Don't give me enough trouble. I don't need to. Wait, this is it up here? We good? Can't emphasize enough. Honestly, meditating through the game genuinely helps a bit. This is the place we needed to find. Like how visually it looks like it's just right across from where we started. Just to add more insult to injury. Damn, this map is a fucking maze. Okay, we're gonna set this back and just keep the rest, I think. We'll throw that in there too. We'll go see what's over there here after this guy.
Could be my long-awaited chance to attend.
Okay, I did not realize there'd be that many centipedes here.
In this way, I may meet my brother's wish.
Just curious what he's got to say here. That freaks me out a little bit. I'm not going to lie. But
The destined one should be here any moment now. My brother told me of it.
wait, I got something to tell you. Um, you should take note of the centipedes here. It matters just as much as the all the spiders and shit.
She didn't send anyone to any better place than where I am.
I'm sure everybody wishes they could be in the luxurious web sack that you are in right now, surrounded by gigantic centipedes. Truly, your brother loves you.
I never thought of such power from a sack.
Are you talking about Yellowbrow's sack? Like, is he planning on getting his hands on that? Because I don't know how to tell you this, friend. I figured he was just gonna pop out or something. Oh, okay, I have to keep hitting it. Odd cocoon, it says. Will it try to attack me? Oh, there we go. Never mind. Why do I open my mouth?
Days of practice, 8 arms of mightiness. You're here at last. The destined one.
You die.
By my brother's words, I will first test your worth. The swift blade speaks the loudest.
Now, if I'm right. Oh, shit.
You see fit to ruin my flawless form.
I was expecting music like this here. If I'm right, what you want to do is hit him on the back and get rid of 4 of his arms. Shit. Which actually, why don't I just do that?
This is invigorating. I'm not the old me anymore. You will not see me lose. Thirst for a spill. Doesn't always know the best choice. I chose to walk this path only to carry out his bidding.
Come on. Shit, he's actually gonna get me here. Hold up. Wait a minute. In my cup. Put some liquor in it.
Blade speaks the loudest.
On that. Wait on that one. You just freeze for a little bit again. There we go. Okay. I was worried that I would kill him before getting all four. Ah, shit. Alright, good night.
The swift blade speaks the loudest. Hold your smirk, you audacious monkey!
Oh, forgive me.
Settle our scores when I reach my full mastery!
There he goes. Oh. Some armor from him. Make sure there's nothing else in here we need. Now, if I'm right, the next time we run into him is going to be these things are alive. It's going to be in the. I don't normally have a problem with insects or even centipedes for that matter. I think they're cool. It's just once you make them big, it's like. Um, it's going to be like the area after we get after. The area we get after we make it out of arachnophobia hell here. Just want to be sure. Illumination. So yeah, it's when we get out of the hollows. So save that for when we get there. Back to here. Make our way over to the titular location. And I went ahead and named the stream after, which, by the way, to go over very quickly, it's not a huge amount of lore, but let's wait till we get there. Might as well. 'Cause I think it should be right around the corner, pretty much. I've said it before, but my condolences to anybody with arachnophobia going through the game. Shut up. Really, just anybody with like a fear of bugs, I guess. I do want to see an entomologist's opinion on this game. Just the notion of bug-human hybrids and how many nightmares that would give them. Well, that's how you do that. I did that once against Yellow Loong by accident, and just kind of shat myself, realizing, oh wait, that's right, I have special moves. Oh, why did I think that was him for a second? I was about to fucking kill myself. Okay, and that's how you do that. I'm just experimenting there. Okay, noted. So I can do more with the heavy attack button than I thought initially. What is this? Hut of Immortality. Might be the next spot here. Looks like we're at the bottom of the pit here. Oh, this is where the seven spiders were speaking, right? Yes. Oh,
What on earth?
Tsubashi.
It was one merry night, and now she wants to take my life. You're following me like a shadow.
Why is the brightness so off?
You do anything
Why?
without me.
Well, no reason for him to not be bigger.
Nitwit. Spare me this burden. Damn it! Did you see all of that? You think I'm a bad joke, don't you?
Hardly, sir. But I do think you need help. I do think.
Mocking me! You are...
How can you know? Just saying. Maybe. You know. Would be a heartbreaker. Results in fucking. Oh, this shit. One of them getting way too attached. Just noticed the music sounding like cartoony as hell. Okay. I suppose, yeah, this chapter's more about Baji and I guess his own character development. So this is a lesson for him anyway. One that I believe he had overcome like in the original journey anyway, so I don't know. Can't say for certain. I didn't read it.
You're good. I see.
Oh shit.
Back. Stay back. We can't hold it anymore.
That's my move. Oh shit. It's nice to go back to bosses that I can square up against easily.
It hurts.
Well, I mean,
Keep off. Leave me alone.
mentioned before, and I wanted to like kind of leave the relationship between Baji and these spider women till we get to that point. The game's been out for a hot minute though, so I'm sure like practically everybody else has beaten the game by now, and I'm just lagging behind because uh, the joys of having a full-time job. And I have no clue where I should be going actually. Figured we'd be going through here, but guessing this way's open now. Yep, you like punched a hole through or something. Ah, shoot, what was I gonna say? Back to me. This place is gonna be related to that story though here where we're entering now. If I'm right. Yeah, this ought to be the place. And also so nice to get a little more sun. I was about to turn the brightness settings up here, but looks like we'll be okay. So as I mentioned before, and then just here quickly recap, um like I said, at this point the Tangsang monk had been kidnapped by, the seven spider sisters, and they had basically just left him wrapped up in their home and then went to a hot spring, and that's where Baji found them after Wukong basically like trapped them there because like while they were bathing he was like, you know what, it's kind of humiliating to kill a bunch of women while just like naked relaxing in a hot spring, so he just took their clothes and ran. And Baji was like, "No, why don't you just go over and kill them?" Then he sees, wait, it's a bunch of hot ladies. I'm not about to like kill them or nothing either. But this spring in particular, and again, as always, forgive me if I butcher the pronunciation, but this should be Zhuó. I probably said that horribly wrong. No, that doesn't even sound right coming out of my throat. Which literally just translates to wash away spring. So it's just a place that the Spider Sisters had a habit of going to, as it was told, 3 times a day. So like this place must have been like luxurious back in its heyday. Zhuo.
Filthy monkey! Aren't you dead already?
I mean, you saw me like 5 minutes ago.
You're the one who ruined it all!
Are you sure about that? 'Cause I'm a little familiar with this part at least.
This time, I am staying here. You won't make me leave again!
Was that me? Also, okay. Is the mud making me move slower? Okay. He's bringing his A game this time. What the hell was that?
Blood is on your hands! All lost because of you!
Oh, but I'm not Wukong, am I? Oh, so this. If I've got my facts straight, then they're fucking with your head, buddy.
Purifying spring is emptied. Her tears must be
I guess Purifying Spring would be a good translation over Wash Away. What?
If there's no joy for me, then there's no joy for Wukong. Their blood is on your hands. All lost because of you.
And since he brings it up, I'll talk about it after I beat him here. I didn't know at what point it was going to become relevant. Oh? Are you good? You're not good. Should probably give him the gourd or something. Oh! Yeah, that's my face right now, man. I do not recall at any point Baji turning into a full boar. Well, hey, what do I know? There we go. This gave me so much Assassin's Creed Odyssey PTSD. Trying to fight the Caledonian boar. Was that right? Caledonian boar, and then there was also the Riamantian? The word escapes me. Okay, now I kind of get what's going on here. Oh, I forgot I had the fucking, Tiger. I'm gonna need to put some fucking AOL noises over me every time I lose the ability to think.
Alive or dead, I'm never leaving this place again.
I need to learn your actual patterns again, because you're clearly doing different things than before. It's screwing my ability to dodge.
Wukong, their blood is on your hands. All lost because of you.
Shit. Fuck. Like the whirlwind passed, there appeared a Guai in midair, truly a grotesque sight, a dark face with short hair, a large snout, and large ears, clad in cotton. That's why I'm in favor of games where the loading screen will say, like, hit X to continue so I can read what's up there before it vanishes. For the most part, I was saving the pills for, like, Yellow Loong. The only time I've really been using them.
To stay.
But no. Didn't stop him.
If there's no joy for me, then there's no joy for anyone.
There's gotta be a way around the mud pit, I think. I don't know if I can just fight him here.
The purifying spring is empty. Her tears must be too. Wukong, their blood is on your hands. All lost because of you. It is beneath you. Everyone gets sullied in a scuffle.
I'm just trying to not get dirty, man. Oh shit. Nice. Now the hard part. Shit. Oh fuck. Still doing the giant catfish thing. Well, it's probably what it is then. This is just a transformation form. Not like, oh, he's secretly bore Zilla. Cannot focus with how fast the game's moving right now. What the hell did he... It's your right here! Okay, this is actually really cool. They're flexing everything that Zhuó actually can do. I'm not gonna survive this. We're gonna try. Shit.
Fuck.
I really think there's a way to counter the mud. Either you just have to work around it. Unfortunately.
Alive or dead, I'm never leaving this place again! There's no joy for me, and there's no joy for anyone! Wukong, their blood is on your hands, all lost because of you!
At least a little satisfying to get that off on it. Damn it. Dodge. Stay down. Come on. This rock solid doesn't do too much here. Let's try that instead. Uh, I'm gonna dispute that one there.
There's no joy for me, and there's no joy for anyone.
Methinks thou doth not speak for yourself. Shit. Yeah. I can't fight for my life and be witty. I'm just accepting that. Well, thought process there was I was just gonna go for a Zur impression. I just wanted to say, your will is not your. I can't do fucking spontaneous impressions either. You'll need to what this guy up?
Look here, darling. Watch how an admiral runs up a fight.
Fuck's sake, I cannot move in this shit.
This is beneath you. Everyone gets sullied in a scuffle. It hurts. It hurts my head.
Mm.
I know too well how much suffering that entails.
Well, I felt bad there when he said, his head hurts. Like, that's why I'm not really mad at him. This isn't him doing it. And yeah, it's just a video game, but like, still. Yeah, I'm a sentimental little sap, so. Try and see if there's somewhere in the arena where it's less, mud and stuff. Maybe if I can get over there? It's probably going to be an invisible wall here, but I just want to know. Yep.
Tears must be too. If there's no joy for me, then there's no joy for anyone.
Dios me ayuda. Let me see something here. Easier way to go about this. I'm just going headlong and trying to do it the hard way, so. I understand that. So, the mud impedes your ability to dodge, but it does not get in the way of you sprinting, so probably better to just try and run out of the way of things. Otherwise, there are specific items that can somewhat mitigate it, but not tremendously. Otherwise, I would just have to perfectly time every dodge. And if I can't speak, how am I going to do that?
But you forced me to! The purifying spring is emptied. Her tears must be true!
It's going to be a tough one here. I'm gonna keep distance between me and him for now. Never mind.
There's no joy for me, then there's no joy for anyone! Think this is beneath you? Everyone gets sullied in a scuffle! Wukong, their blood is on your hands!
Okay. Damn it. Okay, so we can course correct on the last one. Come to think of it, now that he's in this like mind-controlled state, he does kind of look like the black bear guy from earlier. So I don't know if that's supposed to be indicative of like, oh hey, this character's under somebody else's control here. So maybe he wasn't mine. Well, I don't think he was. He was just. I feel like he was just kind of saying that at the last minute, like, oh, I'm sorry. Please stop kicking my fucking ass. God damn it. Fuck's sake. Here we go. Do it. Come on. Note to self: just resist the urge to dodge, which has been programmed into you by, I don't know, the entire game. is a bad run anyway. Let me start fresh here. There we go. Alright. Let's step back. Maybe consulting a couple of our allies might be a good idea. Should definitely check on the dragon here. I gave him that. I gave him that beetle like a while ago, and I do not know what he did with it. So this is what I get for saying like, "Oh yeah, nice to go back to bosses that I can go ahead and square up with." Immediately throws annoying, unconventional boss at me.
May Lord Lao illuminate your path, brave one. My pills are reliable, but be wiser than relying solely on them.
Of course, any benefit helps though. Do I have enough for anything? I can do that.
Uncover the secrets of sky and earth, and thou shalt have pills. All things can be my material, yet I choose the rarest few.
Oh, quality.
Many are bent on seeking shortcuts, hence pill making came to be.
Doubt I have anything I could upgrade here with him.
Where there's drink, all is bliss. Without it,
What's this? I could use that here a bit.
Fire's court is a cage.
Okay, I need one more. Can't upgrade the other one.
Drink, drink. It can lead to success or failure. Do drink wisely.
How you been, man?
I've
spent my whole life in service. Now I deserve to find some peace. A monkey reaps what he sows. Leaving so soon? Do visit from time to time.
Oh, well.
What's fair to the eye may prove foul to handle. You'd risk your fur with those bits of scrap.
All marriage. Just wanted to see if there's like anything I can do to like help myself out a bit. Must begets life, and life begets will. The amorphous essence delights all and serves as a currency across realms. Lego.
I had made my mind to stay, but you forced me to! Wukong, their blood is on your hands, all lost because of you! The purifying spring is emptied. Her tears must be too!
Oh, shit.
If there's no joy for me, then there's no joy for anyone! Think this is beneath you? Everyone gets sullied in a scuffle!
Okay. We got it. How do we start this? Okay, just really fast. your shit together. Look in the mirror. Who do you see? The monkey man. You are the monkey man. You know what you doing. You were made for this. This was your whole thing. I'm gonna die. I think it's the awareness that's throwing me off. It's like, now I know. No, it is just nerfing your ability to dodge, and that has been your most essential tool. So now I'm like, what the hell do I do? I mean, either I can only like really dodge perfectly. Also that, I want to help him, because I just feel bad hearing him yell out in agony.
Think this is beneath you? Everyone gets sullied in a scuffle.
Then losing my stamina and I can't dodge. I'm getting screwed over worse.
There's no joy for me. Then there's no joy for anyone.
Stun him, please. A lot of this is him just going feral though, so just kind of just gotta wait for him to make himself vulnerable. Like this. Whatever.
No.
I'm refusing to let the frustration get the better of me. I can do this. I was within like a hair's breadth of beating him earlier. I can do it. Every Souls like I've ever played has like trounced me in like the first like hour, and I just gave up on it. I'm not usually a fan of this genre. This game I'm adoring, and I am not going to let it break me.
I had made my mind to stay, but you forced me to! Smash! Crash! I rip the sky into pieces! We spin hard on you!
Gods can hear me every time I speak, and their response is, "Oh, really?" Clad in garb of neither cyan nor blue crude fabric, fastened by with a floral cloth belt. Alright, so it's just I was just describing what he looked like. Okay. Idea.
Alive or dead, I'm never leaving this place again!
Damn it. That didn't do much for me.
If there's no joy for me, then there's no joy for anyone! Wukong, their blood is on your hands, all lost because of you! Think this is...
Okay. One down. Me right now. Me tweaking internally. Just trying not to show it. gonna do it again. He's doing it again. Sheer fucking duration of the attack. Come on. Praise the gods. You're back with us, buddy. Oh. Nah, man. Come on. Okay. I like that. Get to see his proper self a little bit. Fun fact, I think his face is literally just modeled after the guy who played him in like the 1980s show version of the Journey. If they got the rights to just use the guy's face. Oh. Yeah, your ex isn't gonna let go that easily. We should take the needle. Jade Moon Rabbit. Huh. Let's see. Slightly increased damage reduction. This effect is enhanced when equipped with Gold Sun Crow. Oh. If only I had that. So noted. Okay, that leads this way too. Iron Horned Helm. It's nice. Non-pure broken mask. They've all become Buddhas, so why have I alone made the sacred gourmand? Mud that stains upon detransformation, exiting spirit skills grants considerable damage reduction for a short time. This would have been nice 5 seconds ago. It does look pretty cool. the bigger. I mean, if it's, just the enhanced armor, if nothing else, is a good reason to get it. So let's have more will. I'll go for it. Thought I saw something there. I should rest before I go up there. But like, you know, and I was gonna say, I did mention I was gonna say lore and shit. Like I initially promised with this entire fucking playthrough. So Jubaji in that fight mentioned that their blood was on my hands. So um, as I was going to imply before, the the seven spiders after Wukong saves Tripitaka or Tangjiang Monk, however you want to say his name. The spiders eventually end up retreating to the Yellow Lotus Tower, not tower, temple, right? Guan, yeah, Yellow Flower Temple, which belongs to the Centipede Taoist, who was sort of like a brother figure to the Seven Spiders, and he would basically end up challenging, Wukong, everybody, and the spiders got involved, and at that point, Wukong kills all seven of them. So if we wanted to be lore accurate, we shouldn't be dealing with any of these spiders. They are all dead. The way it changes here is that it implies that Baji ends up, getting in a relationship with one of them and spares this one spider. So instead of it being up to Wukong to kill them, it's Baji, and Baji basically leaves the one that he has feelings for alive. But as far as I can tell, in the original novel, all seven were dealt with at the same time by Sun Wukong himself. Really, that's like the whole, like, oh, that's the major difference between the novel and here, just the implication that, oh, any of them survived and that this whole thing is even happening. Oh, here we go. That said, the spiders aren't the main antagonist of this chapter anyway. It's safe to assume, obviously, uh, the Centipede Guai, Yellow Flower Temple Master is going to be back. He had another name I'm trying to remember. Hundred Eye Taoist, and his whole thing was that his rib cage was lined with eyes that would glow this brilliantly bright light that would like kill anybody gazing upon him, or something to that effect. I'm spacing out. I have not been on my A game as of late, as you can tell. Partially why I haven't really been streaming like past couple days. I just struggled to find the drive to do it. For which I apologize. Just I was out of it. Hello. You I don't know about. Skandha of choice. Seek virtue in the mundane and tread with care. In everyday parlance, let cautions guide your flair. Once hidden inside a Buddha's head, this treasure has a secret yet to be revealed. I had no idea about the whoever that was. There we go. I'll have to look into also, yay. If only my ass would not procrastinate for a whole, like, 5 seconds, then maybe. Oh, hi. Fucked. Give me your skin. Thank you. Now I too can be aggravating. Oh, shit. You guys honestly aren't even as big of a problem as the first one was. I just see him and think, nope, nope, we are not doing this again. Feel like there's probably more down there, but as per usual, we'll just circle back around after, like just before I finish the chapter, gather all the side stuff.
Why dredge up the past? Aren't we here now? Don't you remember how I spared your life when he asked me to clean up the rest of your sisters?
I do remember. And more than that, I even remember how I survived on my sister's flesh after you left.
That's not all on us. The culprit is that centipede. All would have lived if he didn't weigh my master's flesh over your lives.
Yes, he was blinded by greed. But he has repented and made his compensation. He even offered that thing to sustain my life. Otherwise, I'd never live to see you today.
My dear, is that true? That thing is in your hands.
Unbelievable. Even now, in your heart, the monkey still comes first.
The monkey? Nah, for me, beauty always comes first.
Good. Carry on with these nice words. Once I'm satisfied, I might lift my finger and tell you where to find it.
You wicked hag! Can't you see your old face? Still obsessed with all this lovey-dovey crap at this age? Ridiculous!
Every day trapped in this hollow, I missed and dreamed, waiting for the day to eat you right after we mate, so I can heal.
Then eat! Could have saved me from your stupid ceremony and vows! What a farce!
My appetite is lost, not just for you, but also for her.
Mhm. Oh. Hmm.
Hideous! Hideous spider! Who fathered such a thing? Your fate today has nothing to do with me! I had my mercy misplaced, that's all! What took you so long? I almost died! Now
Go,
go
call
quick,
your
this
sisters.
hag, and get me down!
Mhm.
Monkey's the bane of my life. Why do you always have to ruin my plans? In what way am I any less than monkeys?
Yes, I just don't want you eating my
It's the
friends.
monkey that you love. I'll chop his heart, slice his liver, and make you eat them!
Come and try. Keep away from the webbed areas. Okay, this whole fight's just gonna be zone control. You can tell. Okay. Trying. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure her being mad is on you. It's your fault for making her feel like this to begin with. I mean, her daughters ain't that bad. Bring out for a little bit. Oh. Be back in it. Now I'm back to me old self. Anyway.
Yeah, go after her. She has the relic. Go! I can take care of myself.
Alright, hold you to that. So are they all like the youngest sister just now? Like all of these are spider guys that could turn into people? Cause like, damn, she gave her to a lot of young men. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on that my portrait here for a little bit. Thanks, Omi. I'm assuming that's Fork's sister, and she truly is best girl so far. Now, let's say you meet a girl, and like, you two hit it off. She's like, great and all that. You love spending time with her and shit. Then one day she says, "Hey, I got something to tell you. I'm actually an 8 foot tall spider." Does that stop you? Would stop me. Hey. I have issues. Most likely. Oh shit. And I don't have enough for it. Oh, here we go. Look, Spider Celestial Staff. I still don't have enough. Let's see. Upon a successful hit with charged heavy attack, each focus point costs slightly, recovers health in poison state as it inflicts the enemy with poison vein. Okay. Oh. So this would be the thing that I could use that poison drink for, because that's the only thing that would make sense why you'd want to poison yourself. It looks so nice. Okay. Oh, there she is. I think that's her? No. And here it was. I remember I was. The fuck died here? I was gonna say, like, this is a game that holds a lot of respect for, a beautiful, ancient, mythical, spiritual story. We are going to be respectful to all characters involved. Unfortunately, Spider does have puss puss, it seems.
We are in no rush.
Also, thankfully, like, we are past the point where there's a shit ton of spiders, if I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. I heard that after this point there's not as much spider shit. It just didn't seem like, what else is here, like, what's new. As stated before, now we've reached Yellow Flower Temple, so you should be seeing more centipede stuff, though. What's wrong with my face? Look at yours. Yeah, let me go look at some of these anecdotes then. So, Flywist Taoists. In pitiful hamlet lived the Taoist. He had taken his vows last and was the youngest, and thus the Grand Master doted on him. He too was glad to wait on the Grand Master at all times. If the Grand Master extended a hand, he served tea. If the Grand Master lifted a foot, he removed his shoe. He swatted flies, fanned the breeze, made the bed, and tidied the covers, quick and thorough in his duties. The Grand Master favored him greatly. His fellow disciples burned with jealousy, but they couldn't stoop to such fawning. They could only speak ill of him behind his back and bully him to vent their ire. One day the Grand Master held a test to assess the disciples' learning. When it was the turn of the youngest, he decided to be lenient with him. He only asked him to recite a passage from the scripture of Tao Te Ching. The young disciple put on a smug face and chanted in a loud, clear voice, "The Tao produced 1-1, produced 2-2, produced 3-3, produced all things." The other disciples had long awaited this moment, and their wish was finally granted. They roared with laughter and even stole glances at the Grand Master to see his reaction. The Grand Master, furious, stormed off in a huff. The other disciples then warned the young one, "You've committed a grave blunder and incited his anger today. Don't dream of learning any solid skills from him now." After that incident, the Grand Master shunned the youngest disciple, but then he found he had no one to wait on him properly. Over time, he reminisced about the young disciple's attentiveness. Before long, the disciple had summoned to serve him again, but when he saw the disciple's disinterest in Taoist learning, his aversion returned. One day, the young disciple implored the Grand Master to teach him some skills, and the Grand Master took to the fly-swatting, fan-waving motions the boy did each day and made them into a set of moves. Who knows if it was meant as sarcasm? In the end, he taught the boy those moves and wind-wielding techniques, and that was all the boy could hope for. What was any of that about? See. Every 10 years, the Temple of Yellow Flowers opens its doors to recruit disciples. One day, a newly admitted young Taoist discovered that the disciples focused on innate practice were divided into three different groups based on their skills. One used staves, another used fly whisks, and the third used swords. The young Taoist observed them closely and noticed that the disciples who used staves and fly whisks were also responsible for various chores around the temple and had less favorable living conditions. In contrast, the disciples who used swords only needed to focus on their training, and they were even privileged to receive daily guidance from the master. The young Taoist secretly consulted the senior disciples and found out the sword disciples were also the quickest to achieve enlightenment and ascension. 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 However, becoming a disciple of the sword group was no easy task. It required passing a rigorous examination by the master, and only those deemed to have the highest potential were given the opportunity. The young Taoist lived each senior visited. You graduated college, you can read. Visited each senior disciple, noted down the questions the master had asked him in the past, and made thorough preparations. Eventually, he succeeded in his endeavor, winning first place. The master personally tied his hair into a top knot and bestowed upon him a sword. From the moment he joined the sword group, he woke up early every day to train under the supervision of Beetle Commander. In the afternoons, he strengthened his ki. Okay, that I just don't actually know how to pronounce if it's ki or chi. Um, It's like ki. Under the master's guidance. Through the life, though, though the though the life was monotonous and arduous, he was very content. After more than a decade of rigorous cultivation, the disciples of Sword Group finally earned the master's approval. The master informed them that their skills were now proficient enough for them to I was going to say entertain, to enter the mountains for secluded meditation. If they were fortunate enough, they could achieve their ascension. So these guys just sound like regular, like Taoists. Like they're just doing their thing to make their way to ascension. So like, I don't even know if I'm fighting like any evil corrupted guys here. This is just a temple I'm breaking into. Let's see. Before I try again. Once she rode the Chout. Once she rode the cloud chariot to the high terrace. Now she dwells in a secluded cave by the mountain base. The breeze by the frail bridge chills her delicate frame. Spring arrives, another bridal gown newly made. Upon reaching a cluster of huts in the forest, Tang Monk decided to seek alms for food. As he approached the village, he saw several women playing with balls under a pavilion. Invited by them into their home, he was suddenly thrown to the ground, tied with ropes, and hung from a beam in the most uncomfortable manner. While climbing trees and branches, Sun Wukong turned back and saw a glimmer of light. Realizing that his master must have encountered Yaoguais, he summoned the local keeper for details and learned that the glimmer was from the celestial bathing spring, which had been taken over by 7 spider guais. Knowing that they bathed 3 times a day, Sun Wukong transformed into an eagle, swooped down, and stole all of their clothes from the rack. Baji, seeing so many women's clothes, persistently inquired and learned that 7 guys were bathing. Overjoyed, He rushed to the spring. Without any hesitation, he stripped off his black garb and jumped into the water, transforming into a catfish guai. The spiders tried to catch him, yet none of them succeeded. Recognizing one of them as an old acquaintance, Baji mischievously swam around her legs. He floated and dived around her until he was out of breath and hazed. The Guais, retreating to their cave, fetched some old clothes and called upon their 7 adopted sons to guard the house while they retreated to the Temple of Yellow Flowers to seek aid. Meanwhile, Baji retraced his steps and reunited with the Fellowship. Together they defeated the insect sons and freed their master. Without delay, they hurried to the Temple of Yellow Flowers. The temple master, who had practiced alongside the 7 spider guais, learned that the Tang monk was a monk of 10 lifetimes merits, and that his fellow spiders were humiliated. Prepared 4 cups of poisoned tea, intending to exact revenge on the fellowship and ultimately consume Tang monk. However, Sun Wukong so close. You're doing so good there. Saw through the ruse, overturned the teacups, and defeated the spider guais, forcing them to retreat. The Taoist master then engaged, prompting Wukong to order Baji to eliminate the 7 spider guais in his stead. Following his command, Baji wielded his rake and struck down each of the spiders, sparing only the last one. Remembering their brief affair in the water, he hesitated and, with a final thrust of his rake into the ground, told her to flee for her life. So, as I stated earlier, then, to my knowledge, Wukong killed the spiders himself and spared none, so this is where they kind of like just deviate a little so they can return to this chapter and use it as the base for the story, which doesn't peeve me that much. It would in most other games, but I feel like it's handled in with respect as opposed to just being like a, I don't know, God of War Ragnarok, where practically every god in that game is just an inverted version of themselves, but I'll spare the rant. Hmm. I should probably go over this one. Born with a clumsy heart, trapped in life's advances and retreat, breaking precepts repeatedly, following nature, not the Buddha's feet. With rake and tusk, smashing fate, borrowing karma's weight, rolling in the muddy world, heedless of scorn or debate. In the highest sky, above the jade pool, amidst the swirling clouds and mist, celestial maidens flitted to and fro. Today the Queen Mother of the West was hosting a lotus viewing banquet. As Admiral Peng walked past the gate, he saw a tall burly man blocked by a celestial maiden. Admiral Kernenraiser, the maiden said in a polite but cold manner, without a handwritten invitation from the Queen Mother, you cannot sit by the pool. If you don't mind, why not take a seat in the side hall and have some tea? The burly man responded in obedience, but his gaze fixed in the main hall. At such behavior, Tian Peng subtly shook his head, a faint smile playing on his lips. He presented his invitation to the other maiden in the gate and strode in, his head held high. The banquet was in full swing, with celestial officials exchanging toasts, their joyful laughter resonating throughout the hall, creating an atmosphere of mirth and merriment. Tian Peng, an admiral who guarded the Celestial River, seldom attended such festive gatherings. However, he managed to greet everyone as if he was well acquainted with them all while mindful not to overindulge in wine. The god of longevity stood beside the Queen Mother, stroking his beard and chuckled, such extravagance. I wonder how would the peach banquet surpass it? A celestial officer, standing nearby, chuckled at the chuckled at the elder's concern. Elder, such worries are in vain. With the allure of these 9,000-year peaches, even a casual arrangement of tables outside the celestial gate would draw the dignitaries from across the 3 realms, be it noble or humble, eager to partake in a taste. A red-faced immortal sneered. It's not the peaches they seek, but rather to bow before the Jade Emperor and the 3 Supremes, and worship the Buddhas of the West. Such assemblies are scarce pretexts for them to curry favor and bask in the company of the divine. The Queen Mother spoke with solemn dignity. Each banquet is no trivial matter. Our gathering today is but a prelude, a rehearsal of the rites and rituals that must be executed with exactness and reverence. Upon concluding her speech, the Queen Mother signaled to the land of. I don't know if I should read first then say it. Upon concluding her speech, the Queen Mother signaled to the Lord of Luna with a glance. With a clasp of his hands, a group of maidens dressed in white entered the hall. The maidens took their positions by the jade pool and began to play instruments, sing, and dance. Among them, one dancer with hair like silver and a dress like clouds stood out with her exceptional grace. Jiang had never seen the beautiful celestial maiden so closely, and he was fascinated. A celestial maiden in a violet gauze dress, holding an exquisite cup of wine with both hands. Admiral, she softly called. Drenched in his fascination, Tianpeng took the cup from her hands, yet his gaze never left the white dancing sleeves. After the dance concluded, Tianpeng regained senses. He rose up to toast the Queen Mother, yet the queue was long. By the time he reached the end of it, he found himself already outside the gate. Suddenly he heard somebody shouting, "Shoes! His shoes!" He looked over and saw two celestial officers supporting a drunken monkey as they hurried past. Tianpeng thought to himself, when will I ever get to be as drunk as that monkey? Hmm. Couple things in that there, because this is going to actually come up later, so let's mention it now. Let's see. 'Cause if I'm right, when it's referring to the Queen Mother, that should be Li Shan Lao Mu, who at times is confused with the Jade Emperor's wife, but I suppose depending on the lore you want to go on, she could probably predate him and might actually be like a creation level goddess, like on the level of chaos from Greek mythology, um or just God himself, like basically the Tao or the way flows through her, you know some divine um embodiment, let's say. But she is one of the oldest and easily one of the most powerful entities across Chinese mythology, and her presence is not to be taken lightly. She also, of course, holds an important role in the journey to the West, especially relating to this chapter here, where after um, the Hundred-Eyed Taoist, the centipede, Guai, what have you, he poisons Tangzheng, and would be her, the Queen Mother, who would guide Sun Wukong to the Purple Wind Mountain, which would have the only cure to save the monk in time. The mountain, I'll get to it when we get to the location. I know it's a secret area here, and once we get into it, we'll get to that part. Also, I believe when it was referring to that one specific maiden that Tianpeng couldn't get his eyes off of, that may have been Chang'e, the goddess of the moon. Well, she's called goddess of the moon. If I understand her role right, it's more so like she's just kind of stuck there, really. So I don't know if she has any like domain over it. But I believe I've mentioned her before. Gee, what the hell was that? Oh, excuse me, I'm picking flowers. See, now that I know I can do that, I'm gonna abuse the hell out of it. Shanga, um,
Welcome, evil.
want to talk to you, Boston? These are probably the staff ones then. Chang'e is usually accompanied by the Jade Rabbit, who creates the... What the hell? Okay. Okay. Um, she's accompanied usually by the Jade Rabbit, who already lives on the moon, and from there he basically makes a immortality potion. We'll just go with that. Just an elixir that, yeah, extends one's lifespan naturally. So it's obviously a common commodity of the gods and is considered very important and shit. Which makes me think about, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just go into it because again, game's been out forever, and I learned about it as I was, ooh, item. I learned about it as I was going through the game, or like learning about like what I needed to know going forward. Oh, that's where that guy was. I thought he just kind of spawned out of an enemy. Um, so I guess the big plot around the game, and we're gonna see if I'm right here soon, probably. Fucking assholes. Is that all of this is a huge plot surrounding using the armor worms from earlier to basically just mutate people into Yaoguais and then use the Yaoguai's essence to basically create immortality potions, and that this is all like a big conspiracy or something that I guess Wukong learned about. But that's honestly just as far as I've gathered so far from what I was hearing about. I may not be going into the full nuance of it. At least that's what I'm gathering. But if that's the case, then where's the Jade Rabbit in all of that? Because his whole role is to create a, something just like that that keeps the gods alive and stuff. Get out of here! And, huh? Oh, I like how it actually was scuttling down the stairs like you would in real life. Ah, damn it, the one time I pick one of these. Also, that said, that elixir of immortality, I think actually, no, I'm misremembering that. The elixir can make someone an immortal, but once you're there, you're there. It's not like you need anything else to continue sustaining you. Is that a honey badger snake? Look, what the fuck? Um, 'Cause I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that, just the deities and such are just immortal by virtue of their being, so if that is what the plot is, then that I feel like I'll have more issues with, because it feels like some sort of like justification to make the gods the bad guys, and I'm very tired of media where just gods are bad because gods are bad. On one hand, it's a little overdone. On the other, I am just extremely biased. Should I be going this way? I was like, oh, let me just go see if there's some secrets lying around before I go fight that guy. Oh, or not. I think it just led me back. Is that a tiger snake? Okay, I don't think I want to be here. Oh shit. Okay. I am very much going to need an explanation on the goddamn tiger snake men. Now, kids, you thought Man Bear Pig was cool. Let me introduce you to Man Snake Tiger. Lord, I'm level 69. I can't play the game anymore. Good night, everybody. I'm out. I think I ended up finding a secret thing. There was a chest over there. Speaking of secret shit, I didn't even process what the hell I picked up earlier. Uh, fuck. What are you? Worm practitioner. What the fuck kind of worms they got in China? Go for number 2 on that thing. Actually, let's see if Snake Sheriff. I feel like we're overlooking the tiger part. A head so large, a tail so thin, 7 feet long. A patterned form, electric eyes fierce and strong. With tiger stripes it boasts with pride, yet beneath its head a strange guise hides. In the mountains there was a tiger with a strong desire for the Tao. He traveled across high mountains and great rivers, seeking a Taoist temple to practice. However, his Taoist affinity was thin, and he couldn't find a master willing to accept him until he reached the webbed edge, hoping to become a disciple under an accomplished immortal. At first, the immortal master disdained him for being a mere tiger, unlike his other disciples, and refused to meet him. The tiger knelt outside the mountain gate for several days without rising. The immortal master, sensing his sincerity, gave him a chance and accepted him as an outer disciple. Unexpectedly, the tiger had no steadfastness. After the initial fervor, he didn't put in the effort. The immortal master advised him one's practice relies on oneself, not the master. But the tiger couldn't grasp this, and was punished to guard the mountain at Forest of Ferocity. Feeling resentful, the tiger became even lazier, spending his days lying idly under a tree and cursing his master to pass the time. One day, while half asleep under the tree, complaining about his master, he suddenly heard a soft sigh and felt something slip into his mouth. Startled, he sat up, but there was no one around. He retched for a long time but couldn't expel anything, thinking it was just a dream. After some time, the tiger's neck became long and thin, and he could no longer speak. He diligently patrolled Forest of Ferocity every day. People whispered among themselves he started his Taoist practice with enthusiasm but ended poorly. The master must have punished him, which is why he looks like this now. From now on, we'd best be careful. So I'm guessing he's slipped the tiger some bug shit? But instead of making him insectoid, it just gave him uh, I don't know, snake properties for whatever reason. And I guess there is more than one, despite there only being one in that story. Can't fucking sleep on the game's like creative design because shit. I was wondering if that was a specific type of guai or something, but well, I guess not. Still, fine gold thread, nice. Dead end. Maybe I was supposed to come around here? Alright, let's go back. That's where I picked up the item. Well, not the item, the will thing. That was the chest. Can't go in there. Hmm. See here. There we go. I only need the glasses for, a reason.
Who goes there?
Oh, fuck. Help me, asshole. Scare easy. Protect yourself, man. Exactly. Using the gourd grants a considerable chance to take a sip without consuming gourd usage. The king, ascending Mount Kunlun, imbibed the pure essence of Bee Mountain Stone and feasted on the fruit of its jade trees. Okay, hold on. So this increases damage reduction, it massively increases health recovery when using the gourd at critical health. So, we'll go with that. It's a game of chance, but that'd be super useful. Should probably think about wrapping up here soon, because been at this for a while now. Hmm.
Immortals guide. Rising look. Spreading wings.
Yeah. How about we close there for now? Be a good time for me to go and review my research. I'm properly prepared for next time, and not get caught up in getting my ass handed to me by whatever comes next. And I should actually check where to go ahead and get to Purple Wind Mountain and all that. So, that said, to the YouTube audience here, if you know, picked up on the video and decide to stick around up to this point, it's deeply appreciated. If you chose to leave a comment, like, or subscribe, then again, you have my eternal gratitude. I'd hate to ask, but if you chose to do so your own, then I appreciate it deeply. That said, you take care, and may your path be laden with blessings. Peace.